Here we have a part that's already been machined. We will show you the step-through toolpath. If I right-click on this operation and select step-through toolpath, now we see we have an 80-degree diamond tool. What if we want to add a trigon shaped tool? This video will show us how to do this. The Techdb can be accessed through this icon, or you can go to the CamWorks pull down, go on the technology database. Once we get to the technology database, we want to go to the tooling button, click on turn tooling. In the turn tooling, we have the ability to create our own inserts, our own holders. Once we create an insert and define a holder, we can assemble them by using turn tool assemblies, which make up a turning tool. Once you make up a turning tool, you can add the turning tool to a tool crib. First, we will add an insert. So we're going to click on the insert and go to the trigonal inserts. Here's the tool page for a trigonal insert. In reality, all we need to know is what is the inside circle and what is the radius. And we can give it a comment. In order to create one, we click on the asterisk and we type in the insert size. I'm going to put in a 375 IC with a number 1 nose radius. For a comment, we're going to actually put in a Kennametal comment for that particular insert. Here we have an insert chart from the Kennametal company. This particular insert is a 3/8 insert with a 3/8 IC inner circle. It happens to have a 1/32 nose radius. This particular insert is a WGN insert. Going back to the Techdb, we're going to type in WGN 331. And now before I close this, I want to make sure I click on the pencil to save this record. And click the up arrow. We've now entered an insert for the turning tools. Next, we will go into the default holder. Once we come into the default holders, I'm going to maximize the window. And basically, if we take the first one here and use the edit and copy function, we can slide the whole way to the bottom. And we can click on the asterisk again to start a new record. Once we click on the asterisk, we can select paste. Now we can set up the proper numbers. The lead angle is usually and normally is 3 degrees, -3 degrees. The shank width is going to be 3/4 in our case. And what I'm going to do is change this to a 4.5 inch shank length distance. In this field, this is the actual number of the Kennametal tool holder, but this is the incorrect number here displayed. I'm going to go to the chart for that number. Here we have the actual Kennametal chart. So the number we need is a DWLNR123BKC3. We then enter that number into this field. And we click the pencil to accept this record. We click close. Now we have entered an insert and a holder, and now we're going to go to the turn assembly and put this tool together. We go to the turn assemblies and we maximize our window. I'm going to scroll the whole way to the bottom and add this to the bottom of the record. And I'll click on the asterisk and tell CamWorks or the Techdb that I want to make this tool active. I want to choose a trigon shaped insert. And now I'm going to go ahead and select the insert. When I select the insert shows up in the insert list. Now the Trigon insert shows up in this record. The next thing we want to know is what type of holder is this? Is this a default turning holder or is it a boring bar? In our case, it's a default turning holder. When we click the holder, we can choose the holder style. Scroll to the bottom where we've added our particular holder. We click OK. Our holder shows up in this record. And this protrusion distance is basically a distance on how far out of the holder that the insert would be protruding. We want to set that to automatic. Then we have a comment. What is this particular tool called? It's up to you what you want to call it at this point, but I'm going to call it a 3/8 Trigon tool holder. Then we click on the pencil to accept this information, and we click OK. I'm going to go ahead and click Exit. Now we're back into our CamWorks part. If I want to change the tool to that new tool, all I have to do is right-click and edit definition on this operation, go to the tool page, select the tool crib, and select Add from the library. We're going to pull this down and select a turn tool. We click OK. We know we've added the tool to the end of the assembly tool record. So we'll just scroll the whole way to the bottom, and here's our Trigon insert tool. We click OK, and now we look for the Trigon tool in the list. We find the tool and we select it. Here we see the comment that was in the Techdb, the proper Trigon insert. Here's the holder and the actual name of the holder. We have this down to the left. Here you see the Trigon insert. And then we'll click on Preview. When you click on Preview, you'll see that we have the proper tool holder with the Trigon insert. If you were to do a simulation and we do a step through, now you see your Trigon tool come in and cut the part.